In this morning's Business Insight, a travel blog has named Cincinnati one of the top 10 places in the world to visit in 2015. That's right, top 10 in the world, Cincinnati. The blog, called Jet Setter, credits the Aronoff Center for the Arts with kickstarting the city's growth into the arts and entertainment hub when it opened in 1995. It suggests celebrating the venue's 20th birthday with a trip to the backstage district's attractions, including the Contemporary Arts Center, Cincinnati Shakespeare Company, and 21C Museum Hotel. The list also credits Nada, Soto, Boca, Igby's, and the Righteous Room for contributing to the area's allure. In addition, Business Insider last week named the 21C Museum Hotel in Cincinnati the best hotel in Ohio. So not a bad week. Joining us this morning to talk about what this kind of publicity means for the city and what's being done to keep the momentum going is Tricia Suit, Director of Marketing for Downtown Cincinnati, Inc. She's with Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith. Tricia and Jamie.
Thanks, Peg. Trish, thanks for being here today.
Happy to be here.
So, obviously, a lot of good things going on. What's the feeling like in your office right now?
We're all pretty excited about it. I mean, it's great news, and it's certainly a testament to the hard work and the business and construction development that's been going on the last 20 years with the Aronoff Center, but certainly in the last decade, just the tremendous amount of work that's been happening downtown.
What's the way that you guys get the feedback? You know, whether it's visitors to downtown from, our own city, or whether it's tourists that are coming into the city. How do you guys get feedback?
One way is our ambassadors, who are the men and women who are out there every day. They're cleaning up the streets, but they're also doing hospitality assists. So they give us really just general feedback about, oh, we had somebody in from such and such, and we helped them find a place to get their nails done, or we told them a great place to eat because they were with their kids and weren't sure, of a family-friendly place. So that's one way, is we just hear from our ambassadors. But obviously social media is a great way. So when we see a blog post like Jet Setter, and then we see the response that it gets on Twitter and Facebook, and how people comment on it and agree with them and talk about their own experiences with downtown. That's another way we get sort of that real-time feedback.
Excellent. And I know as the head of a business downtown, you guys survey us at least once a year on kind of what our thoughts are, how often we come down besides work. Right.
We do a perception survey every year, and that's obviously the numbers have changed, and the positive impressions of downtown have gone up every year. We've been doing it for, I think, 10 years now. So we've really seen that grow too.
That's great. Now, Jet Setter predominantly talked about downtown and the arts area, the backstage area. Were you surprised that there was not any mention of the banks and Over the Rhine? Because those two areas seem to be getting all the talk.
Because Over the Rhine has been getting such great press from National Geographic Traveler, Food and Wine. But I think really focusing on the Central Business District, because, again, I think the Aronoff Center certainly jump-started a lot of that growth around there. And some of our best restaurants are right there in the urban core with Soto and Boca.
Well, you almost take it for granted. We're so used to the Aronoff being there, and, with all the changes to the old 580 building, you almost forget that that's there because so much attention is given to the banks.
Well, and with 21C, I think they just had their 2nd anniversary. That's completely changed, I think, how people experience that part of downtown. And with the restaurants along there and the Aronoff Center and the Contemporary Arts Center, it's really this great little arts hub with bars and restaurants around it, with so much for everyone to do.
Now, with the All-Star game coming this year, what does that mean for DCI?
It means a lot of work. Got meetings coming up, and we're working with a lot of the different committees. So whether it's the Arts and Culture Group, transportation, restaurants, we're trying to work with all the different committees that they have, so we can make sure that when people come to visit downtown, because everything will be centered around downtown, they have a one-of-a-kind experience and really put the sort of Cincinnati spin on an event like that, because we do events really well.
Yeah. Well, to some people, you think about the All-Star game, it's a 3-hour game, whatever it is, but that's not what it is.
No, it's
a week.
It's a week now, and there are special events every night of that, and they range, and the Fan Fest goes on for that whole week too. So there's plenty to do, and for people who aren't going to the game, their experience of the All-Star game will be what's happening that week. So we want to make sure that when they're downtown for Fan Fest or the Home Run Derby, they're seeing the best downtown has to offer.
Well, besides All-Star Game, is there anything else in 2015 that you guys are fired up about?
That's really the big thing for us because we're all sort of focusing on that. But you know, the development at the banks and working with bringing, you know, the GE folks coming in next year, we're working with them as they bring people in and work with that to make that experience great for them too.
Okay, good. Now, is there any other organizations that you guys work with very closely?
We work with, I mean, you know, 3CDC, Regional Tourism Network, Convention and Visitors Bureau. We work with all of them because we're all trying to do the same thing.
Right,
we're trying to create really, make downtown and Cincinnati the greatest place it can be. And when people do visit, that they have, they come away with a great experience.
Well, I think you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here today. We look forward to having you back on the show, maybe around the All-Star Game.
All right.
All right.